This is Late Night Lee Talks TV. I'm Late Night Lee, and I talk reality TV dating shows such as Ready to Love, Married at First Sight, and Love is Blind. And I'm going to go ahead and add Summer House, Martha's Vineyard to the list. It's not a dating show per se, but a lot of the people on that show are dating and hooking up. So let's get into it. Now, season 1 was pretty much... this is almost the same cast. I think about one person is missing. So season 1, we had Jasmine and Silas. They were extremely unlikable. Jasmine was pretty much like the first one in her friend group to get married, and nothing's wrong with that. But it's weird because Jasmine came across like she was trying really hard to be something that she's not. Martha's Vineyard is known as like the Black Hamptons. And what's actually missing from the show is people who actually have like their family's own property and have homes in Martha's Vineyard, and they actually vacation there every summer. Silas and Jasmine went there once, and now they're on the show. But we would prefer to see people who actually come from money and wealth, let me say that, and have homes and vacation in the vineyard. But this group is not that. This is a group of friends and friends of friends. And it started out again with Jasmine and Silas. Now they are a newly married couple. I think they were married about 6 months, and then they got engaged after 6 months of dating, and they got married 6 months before the show started filming last summer. And they were pretty much going through their marital woes on camera. Silas very much so treated Jasmine like a servant. And even though they were on vacation for 2 weeks, he wanted her to iron his clothes, cook his meals. And this was a group effort. It's a group event. So, of course, you have all these people living in the house. There was multiple people cooking on different days. However, Silas refused to have somebody else pass him a plate or make him a plate or give him food that they cooked. He had to have the food that his wife cooked because she had to cook for him. He was very disrespectful to her. It was really hard to watch, but she was definitely on the first season bragging about being a wife. And she's pretty much one of those women who feel like they're better than their single friends because they got married. Now, I'm someone who values friendship and real friendship. And when you get to your 30s, like these women are 30, 31, in your late 20s and early 30s, if those friendships start to decline, comment down below if you know. Those friendships decline after high school and after college. So when you do have friendships that go past that, like you start to value your friendships more. I would never tell someone, oh, you're single, so I'm not going to hang out with you. Now, if you are someone who wants to go to the club every weekend, and that's a different thing. But these women, they were not giving off that. Well, I'm not going to say all of them. But this season 2 starts off with Jordan pretty much saying she's not, really feeling Jasmine because of how Jasmine acted last summer. And yeah, some people are taking it as, oh, well, she needs to hang out with married friends. Like, no, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Do you know how hard it is to make friends, period? Like to meet good people who are actually interested in, building a relationship, a friendship. It's hard to make friends. So what do you mean? Oh, only hang out with women who are married. First of all, just because someone is married does not make them a good person to hang out with. People are cheating left and right. People are in swingers clubs, all that stuff. So yeah, you go ahead thinking that, oh, because somebody's married, that makes them a good person. Good luck. So pretty much, she's saying she doesn't know how to navigate her friendships. And to me, it's like, okay, if you are someone who doesn't want to go to the clubs and do those things, that's fine. But your friends still probably go out to eat. Your friends still go on vacation. They have not been inviting her. come to find out, season 2, she's saying that they ain't even checking up on her. They're not even calling her. And you know what? I don't feel bad for her. I don't, because she spent all of season 1 bragging about how she's married and, I do things different now because I'm married, when in all reality, girl, don't nobody want your situation. In the words of Jordan Woods, I don't want your situation. That's not an accomplishment. You're married to a man who treats you like a servant, who is disrespectful to you on national television. She even had to say, open the door because I want everyone else to hear what you're saying to me. The way he was yelling at her. And he very much so threatened her with divorce, like, he said, this marriage, this covenant and protection that comes with marriage, your life will change. Now, she has a history of being homeless, and everybody knows the military benefits. Silas is in the military. Those military benefits are everything, and I'm sure she's enjoying that, and shout out to the women who do enjoy that. But he pretty much was just trying to tell her, like, your life will change if pretty much you don't act right and I choose to leave you. So yeah, we don't want your situation. We don't want that situation. Now, he has said that he was in counseling, him and Jasmine are in counseling. He sees himself and how he acted on the show, and he had to apologize to her family. And I really do think that reality TV is probably one of the best forms of therapy that money cannot buy, because seeing how you act on television, I would really hope, and I really hope that he changes, because how he spoke to her is not how a man should speak to his wife. Him, threatening, that her life will change if, she doesn't act the way he wants her to act and iron his clothes. And man, it was awful. So she's over here like, I'm married. And it's like, girl, we don't want your situation. That ain't nothing to brag about. It's just not. A lot of women, they get into these relationships and marriage just because they want so badly to be married, not realizing that this marriage ain't right. And like they said, they've gone to counseling. They're either back in counseling, but I don't know how much counseling he can do now that he he's away in Europe. So anyway, man, to me, I can see 100% why Jordan and her are not cool. Now, I will say, do I feel like Jordan is standoffish? Yes. Did Jordan come across as likable on season 1? Absolutely not. She talked way too much about Playboy. They are still talking way too much about Playboy. Playboy has not been popping in a good 15 plus years. There's a whole generation that probably doesn't even know what Playboy is. It's not let's stop talking about this. But I will give her some grace. Because the previews do show that she said, Jordan said she was losing her hair. And that's nothing easy to deal with as a woman. And even men are losing their hair. They hate it. They do. They take so much pills and stuff and be trying to wear hats nonstop because they're losing their hair. With the women, yeah, it's way worse. So I completely feel for her, and maybe she's just going through some things. We will see if she comes across more likable this season. But I can understand why she feels like Jasmine was fake last season, because Jasmine did act like she was better than everybody because she was married. You can have single friends, and if your friends are the friends that want you to go out and pick up dudes with them, then that's not the friends for you, or you don't go out with them to do stuff like that. But, I would never want my married friends to be in a situation where they feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But you could still hang out and we love a good brunch. What's wrong with brunch? But they don't like her. And honestly, I don't feel bad for Jasmine, because Jasmine just came across as, I'm bragging, like, I'm married, I'm married. It was too much. It was too much. And then when we started to see more of her marriage, we were like, girl, okay, ain't nothing to brag about. So anyway, the season starts out with just about everybody returning to the house. And Bria and Jasmine have reconciled their differences. I do remember when Jasmine said in her confessional that she doesn't respect Bria's relationship with Simon because it's not a marriage. That's why I don't like this girl. Like, what do you mean you don't respect someone's relationship because it's not a marriage? Like, that's crazy. Anyway, Bria is back with Milo, her emotional support, Dotson. And the girls come in, Jordan, Summer, and I don't remember her name, but I didn't care for her. The one that was running around in bikinis last season, she was flashing people, getting naked with people's men in the damn hot tub, and she was doing too damn much. Didn't like her. She's back. Let's see if we feel a little bit differently about her. Let's see if she shows us more. So far in episode 1, she has not. She immediately is like, let me get naked. What does she want to do? She put on her bikini and was like, girl, ain't nobody else even okay. So, they bring a new girl as well. And she seems cool. She wasn't doing too much. Because when new people come on shows, it's like they come in with a vengeance. Like they come in trying to do too much too quickly. So I don't feel like this young lady was doing too much. But yeah. So I would say so far, I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. These people apparently during the summer, they have been hanging out. They've been getting along, but they have not been including Jasmine, as she stated. But here's the thing. They went on a trip to Jamaica and didn't invite her. Like, I would feel away. I would definitely feel away for sure. But again, when you act like, oh, I'm married and, I just can't do this with you or that with you because I'm married, then yeah, people aren't going to want to be around you. So we have the guys returning. Alex comes in first. Alex 100% gives F-boy vibes. Amir, can't stand Amir either. Amir, he comes through, and this time he's like, I have a girlfriend. So good for you, Amir. Thank you for being upfront about it. Nick returns. Nick is still with his girlfriend, and he's not lying about it this time. That's good. Preston comes back, and Preston said that his father passed away, and his father's funeral is coming up on the following day, but his father is, he didn't have a good relationship with his father, so he was not going to go. And, man, that sucks. And, but one thing I learned about him new was that he went to law school. I was like, what? Did we talk about this last time? So I like to hear, someone's educational background or what they do for work, because they're only filming this show for 2 weeks. So it's literally a vacation for them. So, let's get a little bit deeper. So I do like to get more information about people. I thought that was super cool. Jason, he from season 1 is not returning. And the new girl's name is Noelle. She has a Southern accent, and I think she said she was from Atlanta. And Shanice is the one that I didn't really care for from her antics last season, because it's like, girl, I don't know. I don't want people to think of me as the turn-up party friend that just runs around naked and open and willing to sleep with somebody. Like, that's just, okay. So pretty much this first episode is the cast coming back together. They get in the house. It's weird because they have like a man cave area with bunk beds and everyone's sleeping together or sleeping in the same big room, but there's no bathroom that's even down there in the basement, which is crazy. Because two of these men, Amir and what is his name? Amir and Nick have girlfriends, and I think their girlfriends are going to join them eventually. So it's like, that's going to be awkward. But of course, yeah, it's weird because Noelle got a room that had 2 beds. So I'm like, well, why? Okay. So, yeah, it's a mess. To me, it's always so petty when we watch these shows and they can't have, people have their own rooms. Now, I know, yes, it's a large group of people and it would be hard for everyone to get their own room, but come on, like we got to do better with these accommodations. Because but the men, they're taking it like champs, but it's going to be a real interesting dynamic when Nick and Amir's girlfriends get there because they're going to sleep in a bunk bed. Ooh, child. So they have a lobster party, and well, that's when the shit hits the fan. So pretty much all episode long, there's a little shade being thrown between Summer and Alex because they revealed at the table that Alex is in a musical band and he had an event in New York and he did not invite Summer and he invited just about everyone else. So Summer feels a way about that, especially because they pretty much used to date and they did sleep together. So, according to Alex, he's like, oh, well, in the confessional, he had a good response. He said, if you're subscribed, if you follow the page, whatever, you'll get the invite. So maybe that's why she didn't get the invite. But he didn't really give that response. He didn't really give a clear, definitive response at the table. And Summer was not having it. Summer was like, what's the term she used? Someone that you've been inside of. And it was like, well, ooh, awkward. So pretty much, here's the thing. I get kind of why. I mean, if Alex and Summer are no longer dating, no longer really seeing each other, what if he invited a girl that he was dating, like a new girl he was interested in? It wouldn't work too well if he invited his old flame to an event that his new flame was at, but still she feels away and, you could tell she's not happy about their friendship / relationship. Well, yeah, she's not happy about it. And Alex comes across as an F-boy, to be quite honest, like a fake Bryson Tiller. Like, he comes across like he is, like an F-boy. Sorry. I don't care for him. It's really weird. Like, I watch this show and a lot of the cast, I'm like, I don't really care for them. It's weird. I like Preston. And Bria, I want to like Bria, but Bria was just always in the mess. We see her get into a big fight with Preston, and then they make up a few minutes later. It's just so awkward. Yeah. So then it leads into, people not getting invited to events, and Jasmine has the talk about not being invited to hang out with the girls anymore. And, she directs it kind of towards Jordan, and Jordan and her do agree to have a conversation in private at a later time. So, yeah. They do have like a little party, a boat party. That isn't like it ends too well. But we will see, because so last season the show was filmed like in September, like the off season. So this time, apparently, I think they filmed this in August of 2023. So right in the thick of it, before people really leave to, go back to school and work and all that good stuff. So hopefully there'll be a lot of stuff going on that we can see at Martha's Vineyard. Things, some things that are popping to make, Black people say, okay, let's go out there. Because a lot of things, it's like one of those, seasonal places where in the off season, a lot of stuff is closed, or, it's just not really popping like that per se. So it's good that they are filming this during peak season. So we should see a lot. I'm excited to see what happens. I do like that most people came back except for Jason and the young lady from season 1 that was told to leave. Mariah, was it Mariah? Yeah. So, but anyway, we do see most of the cast, so that's pretty good. We will see what happens this season. Let me know what you guys think about season 2, what you think is going to happen. We see, only thing I can really think of, I saw Shanice storms off and talks about how she didn't have money for clothes. And I was like, girl, what? But you do got money for bikinis. I don't understand. Yeah, we talked about Jordan talking about later on about her losing her hair. So it seems like we're going to have some real conversations. Hopefully we have some real good fun scenes with them doing things during peak season finally of the show. But we'll see. To me, yeah, it was a solid start. I'll give the episode maybe like a 7, 8. Comment down below your thoughts on the season. Let me know how you feel about Jasmine and Jordan. Do you feel like Jordan is just being a mean girl? Do you feel like Jasmine had every right to act the way that she was acting? Do you think that Bria gets into a lot of fights? How many fights is Bria going to get into this season? Do you think Alex is the F-boy? Are you team Preston? The girl said they felt like Amir's girlfriend came across as like territorial against him. But I was like, girl, does nobody want Amir? But let's see. Do you think the new girl Noelle is going to spice things up? Let me know your thoughts below on Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, season 2, episode 1. Again, it was a solid start. I'd give it like a 7.5. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. This is Late Nolly Talks TV. I'm Late Nolly, and I'm signing out. Thanks for listening. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your thoughts. Thanks again.